안녕하세요. 안녕하세요 여러분. 저는 베니스입니다. 여러분 잘 지냈어요? 네. Hi. I mean, how are you doing? I haven't made a video in like what, 2 months? I think that's the way this channel is gonna be. I didn't know what to do for today's video. I'll be honest. I guess I'll do a video on how I'm learning Korean. I say learning as in continuous, not as in past tense, because I'm still learning. The reason why I actually started learning Korean was because dramas. This was like back in like 2008, and when you wanted to watch a drama, people were subbing it for fun, right? So no one was getting paid for it. So every time an episode came out, it would take like a week to 2 weeks for that episode to be subbed for you to watch. And I got angry because I'm like, like the drama is like a good 4 episodes ahead. Why is no one subbing this? But you know, I just thought, okay, I might as well learn Korean myself so I can understand the drama. So that's why I started learning Korean, and then here we are. Yeah, let's get into it. So what did I start learning Korean with? I started learning Hangul, how to read Korean, which is what you guys should start with. Okay, forget that romanization. Once you learn Hangul, drop romanization. I cannot emphasize this enough. Romanization is literally going to hold you back. You won't be able to read as well, you won't be able to write, spelling, anything. Like, it's gonna really like stun your progress. And where I learned Hangul off of YouTube. The YouTube channel was Busyatomdotcom. That's the name of the channel. I think everything I say, the links will be in the description box, so you can just go look there. Now, back when I started learning, there was no talk to me in Korean. I think the thing was Korean 101. That was the thing that was out there, but you had to pay for the lessons, and I was what, 13, 14 years old. I ain't got money to be paying to learn a language. So, oh, by the way, I've got my natural hair, you like? It's actually in a bun, but yeah. So the reason why I really like Busyatomdotcom's video is because it really just done like, okay, ga na da da, that's the 4 you'd learn, and then he'll go through with it. He'll go through it with you, and he'll really show you from the way it's written on a computer and the way it's written by hand, and he'll just like tell you what it is, what it sounds like, and then go into nah, and then tell you the same thing, show you how it's written by hand, the same thing, the strokes and everything. So that's what I used to learn, and I just kind of like listen to it a lot. People say you can learn Hangul in like 2 hours, but I would give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks just completely master it, and 2 weeks is as long as you need. Like, I'm not even saying like you're constantly learning. I'm saying like maybe 5-10 minutes a day. Like 2 weeks is all you need, and you can honestly drop romanization after that. You don't need it. So then I had some sort of knowledge of words I kept hearing in dramas, like 안녕하세요, 보고 싶어요, 사랑해, 안아줘요. Sorry, that's what just comes to my head. So I had like some sort of knowledge of the kind of words that commonly come up. So then I really wanted to learn some more vocab, because I was like, pretty much I know how to read now. I know a few words. Let me pick up on that. And honestly, because there really wasn't that much sources available back then, I really just had to type in free Korean lessons in Google, and literally all the links for the first 10 pages would be purple, because I would have clicked them all. So I was literally taking bits and pieces of all of these sites and just writing them down. I actually think I still have my first book. Give me a moment. Ta-da! Here is like my first ever notebook that I wrote all my Korean vocabulary in. It says 사랑해요, 한국어, and 사랑나비. I think that was the first thing I like kind of put together myself. It means love butterfly. I don't know why I did that. This NTK, it basically just means need to know. So I got all of this vocabulary from a software called Bikey. Bikey is basically like a Rosetta Stone type thing. I think they have a free and a pro version, but you can use a free one if you ain't got money for Rosetta Stone, which is what I started using, and it's pretty good. It makes you write it, speak it, and it gives you like pictures, basically Rosetta Stone. Oh, by the way, I think these words are very I guess outdated or very formal, so you have to be careful where you're getting these words from. For example, it's got 속박비는 얼마 합니까? What is your rate? 어떻게 지내십니까? I didn't even write what that means, but I think it means how are you? And 좋습니다. 어떻게 지내세요? So it's very, very, very formal. So if you're using Bikey, remember that. The next thing I learned with Bikey was colors. Hey guys, I'm just jumping on here to come and tell you that Bikey works in like categories. So it's not gonna teach you like from simple vocab and build up from there like Rosetta Stone does. It kind of just says, okay, you got colors, and it teaches you colors, and it goes animals and it teaches you animals. So it's very much like whatever category you want to learn is what it's going to teach you. It doesn't go in like a progression type thing. So really just it comes out with a lot of vocabulary. I'm not sure, I can't remember, since this was like 8 years ago. I'm not sure if Bikey continuously uses Hangul. I don't know if I got this from another site, but if you look at where I said days, there's no Hangul there, which is why I urge people to stop using romanization, because I started to rely on it. Months, there's no Hangul. Dates, first, second, third, there's no Hangul. Time markers, 1 day, 2 day, no Hangul. Proverbs, which can actually be really good, no Hangul. And I did like pages of this. I don't even know where I got this from. So I guess this could be like a study tip. Just like write down anything that you find and really just like keep it. I got tired of writing, so I ended up printing it out. And then after I printed it out, I really didn't have the motivation to study anymore, because I felt like there was so much to learn. If it's not written the way you understand it, then you're not gonna be able to look back and be like, oh, okay, I can see where I was going with that. It's just like, okay, that's somebody else's words. So my advice, see what you see, process it, write it down in your own words, so that if you come back to it, it's like, oh yeah, I remember what kind of mindset I was in. At least that works for me. I don't know, this was the first one. I had about like 5 of these, but this was the only one I actually filled. After I learned with Busyatomdotcom, Bikey, and various websites, I really can't recall. After using those resources, I tried to learn with T.O.P in Korean, which I actually found quite difficult, because the way I started learning like under topics, so like colors, animals, body parts. Like I was learning under subjects. So when it came to the point where there was like a sort of lesson type thing, where there's like different lessons that lead on from each other, I really found it difficult to continue, because I would know something and then I wouldn't know the next, but then I'd know something else, but then I'd have like missing information. So I'm the kind of person that just like, if I need something, I'll just go and try and learn it. Or if I see something that I really don't know and it's under like maybe different types of medicines, I don't know. So if I see like someone write down like paracetamol, ibuprofen, then I'm like, okay, I don't know this, let me go learn it. So I'm not really learning in like an order. I'm just kind of like, hey, that thing I don't think I know, give me the knowledge, right? I mean, that's how I learned Simin means citizen. So I was like thinking about, you know, if someone was to ask me about where I'm from, I could be like, oh, you know, I'm a British citizen. So I was thinking, okay, I have to say England, like 영국, but I didn't know citizen, so I was like, let me learn it. 영국 시민입니다. I am a, I guess, English citizen. But if you are someone who needs like some sort of structure, definitely go for Talk to Me in Korean. I really would push that to you, because it's literally everything you need is there. So there's no gaps that you need to fill, basically. Next thing I went for books. I went for phrase books, and phrase books are, well, at least the ones I've had are not really that great. They're just, I mean, I think I've talked about it. If I have, then there should be a video playing right here. It doesn't really teach you anything. It doesn't give you an explanation of why certain words have been put together or anything like that. Then, you know, this book I got, and then there was this book I got. Then I got this book, Everyday Korean Idiomatic Expressions, which is signed. So this one, it does teach you vocabulary, and it also teaches you the situations where you can say it. So, hello, talk to me in Korean. This is why I'm telling you guys, definitely go for them. These dogs, man, every time. After I got these books, I went to go and use Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone, honestly, is actually really good. Like, I thought about it and I was like, oh, this is a bit pricey for what it's doing, but the repetitiveness, it's so annoying you can't forget. Like, you would be saying 여자, 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 and then you'll be picking the picture of the woman, 여자, 남자, 여자, 남자, and then it will say a sentence, and you can be like, wait, you didn't teach me the sentence. Maybe the sentence is 여자가 안에 있어요, but they're showing you a picture of 여자가 안에 있어요 and 남자가 안에 있어요. So you're thinking, okay, I know that 여자 is woman. Okay, 여자, let me just click the picture of the girl. So it's literally like you're listening out for words that you know, and then further on they'll teach you the rest of the words. So it's literally, you learn a lot, and it might be a bit pricey. The whole Korean language set is, I think, roughly 400-500 pounds. Don't know about dollars, sorry. And what I like is that it has like a review section, like they're called milestones. So they give you a scenario, and you really have to think, okay, what's happening in this scenario? You'll speak it, and then if whatever they predicted is what you've said, then you can like literally go, it's so good. Oh wait, I've started using Talk to Me in Korean level 3. I was like, because I didn't go through Talk to Me in Korean lessons, I was thinking, okay, do I go for level 1, level 2, level 3? Like, I didn't know which one to go for. But then I went for level 3 and I thought, okay, I could work up to level 3 if it's too hard. And level 3 is actually quite good, you know. It's actually perfect for my level. Now, for me, I'm trying to build up as much vocab as I can, because literally that's the thing that I need. I need vocabulary. I've talked a bit about like this before in this video. So when I try and make a sentence in Korean, I usually just choose like one example sentence, which is what I learnt originally, and then I change the word to whatever I want to say. So learning vocab will be very beneficial for me. And the thing that I'm using right now is called Memrise. Memrise is an app. By the way, I'm not sponsored. Who do you think I am? And I think it can go with any language, and what you do is you click whatever subject you want to learn, and then it'll give you a word, and then once you get that word, if you have difficulty remembering the word, then they'll have little I forgot the technical term, but there's little things to help you remember. So for example, I was learning the word soup, and Sok means inside. And I was like, okay, Sok, how am I supposed to remember Sok means inside, right? So I clicked the little note thing, and then it said, after a long day, you want to soak your feet inside a hot foot bath or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay, so soak your feet inside. Okay, so soak inside, and then it'll make you listen to it, and you have to choose from the list what it was. So that's another thing that's really great. It makes you write it out, so you have to really learn the Hangul. It gives you the Korean word, and you have to choose the meaning, and it gives you the meaning, and you have to choose the Korean word. So it's really installing it into your head. This is what it looks like if it's gonna load. And you can set like goals as well. So if you want to learn for 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, set that, and it'll literally remind you like, hello, you've almost missed your goal, come and learn. So I've got a lot of words to review. So if you see there, it says most 2 syllables, so you have to listen to it.
시작하다.
That's not it.
그래서.
That's not it.
가장.
가장. Right.
않다.
And then it goes on to the next one. This is my review words. So after you learn the words, it has like a little flower that blooms. So after you learn the words, you go into, like, I think maybe the next day or like 24 hours, well, the next day, it brings back the words that you've learned for you to learn it again.
않다.
Anta, okay? So you have to choose from the list what anta is. So anta is going to be to not be, to not do. So you're right. This is the one where you have to read what the explanation is and then type it. You can change it from this one where it gives you the things to put in, and you can actually type it manually yourself. So this one is Turan lead Tong. 통하다. I remember it.
사회.
사회. 사회 is society. So not learning time beneath. To lead that verb, I forgot it. And what I just like thought about was, what was that little clue that I had clicked for me to remember? And I remember this one said the leader of the race is wearing a thong. So I was like, oh, okay. And then it says 통하다. So yeah, put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's it. These words I did not know, like even the ones I just showed you now, I did not know them before Memrise, and it has so many different ones. The one I'm doing is 1,000 most common Korean words. You can do topic if you're trying to prepare for a topic exam. You can do 2,000 essential Korean words for beginners, which is this book. This book right here. Yeah, absolutely love Memrise. If you have space in your phone, I highly recommend you go and get it. It's like you can download the topic you're doing, so you can do it out and about if you have no internet. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I've been doing to try and learn some Korean. Nothing else. That's like honestly it from beginning to end. That's my whole 8 years of learning Korean, and trust me, I'm not learning like every day, every hour. I'm learning like every 6 months, an hour every 6 months. So even though I say I've been learning for 8 years, honestly, boil it down, it'll be I've been learning for like around about a year. That's it. Maybe if you want to try something out, if anything you want to try out, I recommend Rosetta Stone and Talk to Me in Korean books and Memrise. Those are the top 3 things I would actually recommend for you. So I guess that's the end of the video. And